Hi there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How Dominant Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing. I want to see more. So in this video we're going to have a quick look into a few stories floating about around the rugby league world. First of all, we will be looking into the continuing drama that is Israel Folau. Then more information about the venues that are included in the NARL for the upcoming season. And finally, a couple more signings for the Atlanta Rhinos. They're at it again. It's weird. So let's begin. So Israel Folau, what can we say? The saga is continuing, and it begins by his announcement this weekend that he's signed for a second-tier Australian Rugby League team in his latest bid to end his exile, which was sparked by his homophobic social media posts. Reporting on RTE Ireland, the former Rugby Union international told a press conference he planned to start playing next week for the Southport Tigers, a small Queensland team sponsored by controversial mining billionaire Clive Palmer. But his registration as a player has yet to be approved by Queensland Rugby League. Folau, who's 32 years old, was sacked by Rugby Australia in May 2019 for a homophobic social post saying that hell awaits gay people and other people he considered sinners. At Friday's press conference alongside Palmer, Folau was unrepentant about his past statements, saying, "No regrets at all in life from, my faith in God. Everything happens for a reason. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to get back on the field." Folau is set to play alongside his two brothers for the Gold Coast-based Southport Tigers, but Queensland Rugby League said it's still considering his application for registration. Although he's not met with the National Rugby League to discuss a possible return to the competition, Folau said he is open to it. When questioned about the social media post, he stood by the Bible. "Every written word that's written in the book, I stand by it." So, it's a continuation of all that story. I know his family is down there, as you saw. His two brothers play for them already. There is another thing that's alongside that's causing a little bit of controversy, and I'll come to that in a little while. I'll continue with the statement because I noticed this before, and it's kind of a funny thing, to be honest, and it's NARL based as well. The Australian Rugby League Commission has previously suggested it will not allow Folau to return to league, with Chairman Peter Vlandis saying he wanted an inclusive game. But Palmer, a failed populist political figure in Australia, said he's backed Folau 100% and threatened legal action against anyone who might challenge him illegally. "If they want to say things about him which are not right, just watch out," Palmer said, who also played for Southport. The Queensland businessman is as familiar with the course as he is with the TV cameras, most recently losing a legal battle with heavy metal band Twisted Sister after ripping off their hit "We're Not Gonna Take It Anymore" in a political ad. So, it's all fun and games to begin with the Folau saga, but that's only one side. Now, the other side of the coin, and that coin is Catalan Dragons. Yes, Catalan Dragons have a 2-year deal with Folau, which ends at the end of this current season, 2021. For instance, they were shocked that the announcement had come through about the decision to join the Queensland Rugby League side, and Dragons football boss Alex Chan stated his disappointment and reminded media of Folau's obligations to the club. Chan told PA, "Our stance hasn't changed. We've given Israel and his family time to get back together and make sure that everything is going good, and we expected that once Izzy found some stability, we've left the door open. We still hold his contract. He's still a registered player with the Catalan Dragons." It was a big shock to see what was put out there. We can't just let things happen like this. I've got to meet with the club president and our directors, but I've already made our legal team aware of the situation, that it is starting to unfold like this. We need to start being proactive from our end in case things start to escalate and go nasty. Having not heard from Folau throughout the off-season, the Catalans left the former Wallabies star out of their 29-man squad in March. So this is all fun and games, and it is just a money-making scheme, I think, and him trying to push his way back into the NRL. Folau still requires approval of registration from the Queensland Rugby League to feature for the Tigers, with the 32-year-old looking to return to playing football down under after having his contract with Rugby Australia terminated in 2019. So, those are the two stories about Israel Folau. But there's also someone else controversial that is looking to be joining the Southport Tigers, and that is this player. Clive Palmer is on the verge of signing controversial former NRL star Tony Williams to play in his Gold Coast Aid Grey competition alongside Israel Folau, who plans to bankroll any legal fight to stop Israel Folau's return to rugby league. Less than a fortnight after Williams had his contract torn up over a social media post about Jared Haynes' rape case, the former Parramatta, Manly and Canterbury wrecking ball is close to resurrecting his own career for the Queensland Amateurs. The Herald, which I got this information from, has been told by sources familiar with the situation that the billionaire mining magnate Palmer wants to add Williams to the Southport Tigers alongside Folau, and he has no regrets in regards to this. A statement from the Queensland chairman Bruce Hatcher said, "Any signings, whether it's Folau or Tony Williams, will go through our normal channels and may take some time." So it's all good to have eyes on the product that they're trying to produce, but this is controversial in its own. Catalan have warned in regards to signing Folau. For instance, they've stated they have lost revenue, income, because of this signing. Yes, he's a top player who played at the top level anywhere. But it's not worth the hassle if the player is kind of self-destructive for the team and himself. Anyway, you tell me what your thoughts are on Israel Folau, and I'll get back to the comments as soon as possible. So our next part of the video is looking into the venues for the upcoming NARL season, and we have a quick look at 4 of the venues, as there's not much information about the Elizabeth, New Jersey venue, as there are a couple of venues and it's not specifically been mentioned on the website, on the NARL.com website, to tell us any whereabouts that is. But 3 of the sites are definite, but the fourth one, we're making a educated guess, and we'll go through them in order for this. So the first place that we're talking about is Aviator Field, Brooklyn, which is in New York. It was opened in 2006 and is a 6,000 capacity stadium. It is the home of the Brooklyn Kings rugby league team from all accounts, as they are moving on from the Bushwick Inlet Park in Brooklyn as well. This will hold 3 festival-style events, including the inaugural games on the 16th of June, which will be followed up by games on the 31st of July, and also on the 21st of August. Next is the Atlanta Silverbacks Park, Georgia, which was opened in 2006 and has a 5,000 capacity seater stadium, and was the home of 2 rugby union teams, but also for the games, but also hosts their training as well. Those 2 teams are the Atlanta Silverbacks and the Atlanta Renegades, and is now the proud home of Atlanta Rhinos Rugby League. There is proper plans for the stadium at the Silverbacks Park, as there are plans to extend the capacity to approximately 20,000 all-seater. This is one of the biggest venues. This would be the biggest venue on the cards, but currently with, as I said, 5,000 capacity. It will hold 2 events on the 26th of June and the 14th of August. So our next venue, which is confirmed, is Evergreen Sportsplex. I have had a quick look into that venue previously when going into deep with Washington DC Cavalry. But the outlines are, it's a 1,500 all-seater stadium which was opened in 2014, the entire complex that is, and this will hold 2 events, the 3rd of July and the 17th of July for all their games in the NARL. Please have a look at a previous video for Washington DC Cavalry right at the beginning for more information. And finally, the venue, which I suspect is going to be the one for the Boston leg of the festival style tournament schedule that the NARL is putting on, and that is Unionport Sports Complex. The reason why I mention this one as the most likely place that it's going to be is, first of all, they put on their website Union Point, and currently the New England Free Jacks of their Major League Rugby are playing there. It's in Weymouth, Massachusetts, and Field 4 is currently used for the rugby union, so marks will most likely be fine for rugby league. It will hold 1 event on the 7th of August, and it will be the first time that the North American Rugby League will be played in Boston in this festival style. There's no word on the capacity, as it seems like that it's standing room only at this point. That's going off the Union Point Boston's Sports Complex website, as there's no information in regards to spectators accommodation. But hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to look at. I'm going to keep giving you more information in regards to that, and comment if you know a bit more. So the final part of the video today is about the Atlanta Rhinos signings. I'll try and keep these short, as it's been a very long video to start off with. And the player that we're looking at first is Matt Fontana. He's originally from the Dominican Republic and grew up in Marietta, Georgia, and has played rugby for Walton High School. He would then move on to Life University, continue his rugby career with Atlanta Rhinos, USA Rugby South, and the Dominican Republic Rugby Federation. So Fontana went on after that to Hartford Harpooners, and he's part of that squad still, but has also signed on for the Atlanta Rhinos for the current NARL season. So good luck to Matt. So the next person we're talking to in regards to the Atlanta Rhinos is another member of their 2017 winning side, and that is Tommy Osborne. His career highlights are McKay Christian College between the years of 2008 and 2009. He played for Magpies Rugby League in 2009 also. And he's currently a player with the Atlanta Renegades since 2014. And was a part of the Atlanta Rhinos Championship side of 2017 again. He's signed on for the new season and is part of their core squad that played previously in the USARL. So he has great knowledge of how they want to play. It will keep the bonds together for the club. And like many of these players, they know the sport and have a great understanding to start off this new season. So Tommy, good luck. And finally for this video today, the Atlanta Rhinos have announced proudly that Terrence Williams has joined them again for the 2021 season. So a bit of career highlights. Georgia Southern Rugby was his first club between 2013 and 2016, and he's a continuing presence for the Atlanta Rhinos since 2015. He played for Life University Rugby in 2016, and also played for the Yas Magpies Australia Canberra Competition Grade 1 team in 2016. He was again part of the championship side of 2017 in the USARL and has 3 caps for the USA Hawks. So on this signing, the Atlanta Rhinos have said the local homegrown talent Terrence Williams is back in a Rhinos kit for 2021. Terrence has been with the club since day one back in 2014, with brief absences for a stint in Australia in 2016 and in 2019 while becoming an Atlanta firefighter. We couldn't be happier to have him and his athletic prowess back at centre or wing. He's got flashy speed, strength and the ability for spectacular plays. So it's going to be a crowd pleaser, it looks like, for the Atlanta Rhinos, and has the experience of being a player for them since 2014, so 7 years. Now he's going to represent them on the telly. Anyway, good luck to you as well, Terrence. So that's it for another video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Also remember that the race to 100 is still ongoing. We need you to subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the more chances you get for a t-shirt. So share the video far and wide. More views, more people, more stuff I give you. What can you do? Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video.